Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everlasting Summer episode 7. If I recall, we met Elisa on the beach and everything, and yeah, let's get this show on the road. By the way, I hope you really have been enjoying the series, and I've been enjoying it so far. It's a pretty interesting story. Although I've been hearing some things about good endings and bad endings, although I haven't seen any spoilers. I don't want to see the spoilers. So please, no one spoil for me, but yeah. So, yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna do what I think is right. Anyways, let's continue. Oh, shall we resume the shitty Russian accent? For the first time today, I finally felt how tired I was. There was no light in the window, so Olga Dmitrievna must have been sleeping already. Strangely enough, she waited for me yesterday. I entered the cabin, quietly stripped and laid on the bed. When you think about it, my situation hadn't gotten any clearer today. In fact, I've spent whole day doing useless stuff. I would have never my brain's failing at English right now. I would have never have even thought about doing something like this in the real world. Although I had plenty of time. How much time I would have here in total is still a mystery. Maybe an eternity, or maybe there are only a few minutes left. I just didn't want to think about the past, about how I got to this camp. For the first time in a long while, I felt really tired. Not only emotionally tired, but also physically tired, psychologically tired, and God knows how else tired. I just wanted everyone and everything to shove off, starting with my own thoughts. I wanted this mess somehow resolved by itself. The grammar is really showing. The grammar reminds me of my Russian piano teacher so much. No, actually, Ukrainian? Somewhere in Ukraine, near Ukraine, I don't remember. Uzbekistan? I'm not sure. Or at least without my active participation. And what if I'm stuck here forever? Then I'll have to get used to it. So, just like that, I'm not ready. Ahem. My consciousness slowly drifted away from me, and it became progressively harder to concentrate on something distinct. Perhaps it's better to wait until tomorrow. I rolled over and fell asleep. Alright. Day 3. I don't like how they keep showing us this computer monitor every time the day gets on. The night left a feeling of anxiety behind. I woke up exhausted both physically and mentally. It happens to me all the time. You see incredibly lucid images in your dreams, as if you fell into a Hollywood blockbuster with a plot full of twists, well-paid actors, and multi-million-dollar visual effects. And then you wake up in the morning without remembering a thing. That's what I was trying to do, to restore the images shown by my relaxed brain. But that part of my memory was empty, either archived or formatted completely. It's 7 AM according to the clock. I seem to be an early bird today. 7 AM is early. Olga Dmitrievna was still sleeping, wrapping tightly in her blanket. Wrapping so tightly in a hot summer? I got up, stretched, and went to the mirror to have a look at myself. I'd better shave. Strange idea. Before twice a month was enough, but now nothing depends on the way I look. I haven't found a razor anyway. Why do I even need it if I look like I'm 17 at most? So, breakfast can't start earlier than 9 AM, and this means I have plenty of time. Whoops, never right click. Which I can spend on walking and washing, for example. The water didn't seem as ice cold as the previous day. On the contrary, its refreshing coolness helped me to brace up and come back to reality, whether all these events could be called real. The tooth powder didn't seem to be such an outdated thing. A quick thought struck me that it's not that different from toothpaste. When I returned to the cabin, Olga Dmitrievna was already up. She was standing in front of the mirror and fixing her hair. Good morning, Semyon. Morning. Because of a lack of sleep, my head was still singing, and my thoughts were all jumbled together. However, I didn't regret waking up instead of my usual habit of sleeping in for 2 or 3 hours more. How come you got up so early? It just happened. And no neckerchief once again. I'll do it myself, not a big deal, on my way to the canteen. I don't think so. Do it now. Did you forget about the lineup before breakfast? How could I ever forget? And what's the lineup going to be about today? We'll discuss the agenda for the day. So, what's the agenda? Frankly speaking, I didn't care for what might be on the agenda for our courageous pioneer troop. I was mostly interested in where our brave leader will send our little pioneer army for the following 12 to 15 hours. Maybe I could manage to avoid enemy locations. Okay. You'll find that out at the lineup. Oh no. Uh-oh. She gave me a wily smile. Olga Dmitrievna, you know, my stomach is getting upset. I'd rather... Well, you know. I believe that's okay to miss the lineup once. It could get all nasty if I fail to control it right there. Where did all this courage come from? You have 5 more minutes. I'm afraid I need more time. Could you tell me right now, please? Sure, I'll try, but just in case it all goes down. Oh, fine. On our list for today is cleaning the camp locations, organizing the books in the library, some other minor tasks, and of course, we have a ball in the evening. Watch yourself. You must take part in the camp activities today. You bet. Definitely. And now I'd rather... Come on, let's hit the road, cowboy. Homeboy. I came out of the cabin and hid in the bushes behind it, waiting for Olga Dmitrievna to leave. Actually, I did not have any particular reason to behave this way. But the voice within me kept telling me that I have nothing to do at the lineup. Wait. Just putting on some lip balm, chaps. The weather's pretty dry in Melbourne. After the camp leader left, I went back to the cabin and decided to wait for breakfast there. Okay, are we literally just camping in here? Are we serious? Are you serious? Well, I'm not planning on taking part in community life today. Cleaning and organizing. That's not what someone in my situation should be doing. 2 days have passed, and I'm still right where I started. All the residents seem to be perfectly ordinary people. They weren't involved in any conspiracy, weren't communicating with aliens, and had no idea about time warps. Of course, each of them is a bit peculiar. But those peculiarities do not seem out of line at all. Moreover, if I had met any of these pioneers in my familiar world, I wouldn't suspect anything wrong. They seem to be even more normal and natural than, let's say, yours truly, me. This line of reasoning was quite logical. The illogical part was the absence of answers. Ordinary people in an extraordinary place. I've heard and seen that already somewhere. Dozens of pioneers, or even more, live their familiar lives and do their regular stuff day by day. They don't understand that the world around them is not what it looks like. Okay. But this is their point of view. As for me, I'm not acquainted with the world of the Sovyonok camp and its residents, even if they seem to behave the way normal people would under the same circumstances. I have to decide here and now. Are those people involved in what's happening to me? Can they give me answers? Should I save? Is another question. I will save. Just to be safe. Save. There. Wait, are there other pages? There are plenty more pages. I've been a fool. There we go. Can they give me any answers? Or do I have to seek the truth somewhere else? It seems I overdid it a bit with the thinking. There's no usual crowd of hungry pioneers near the canteen. Or even inside the canteen. Most of them probably had their breakfast before 9 a.m. That's even better. Two's company, three's a crowd. Lena was sitting in the farthest corner of the canteen, lazily picking with her fork at an amorphous lump that vaguely resembled porridge. Having a breakfast with her seems like a good idea. We can have a chat in peace. Or at least try to have one. I was on the way to a table when suddenly somebody grabbed me by the sleeve. Zenya, the librarian. Get your meal and come. We need to talk. What are you waiting for? Hi? I was a bit confused. Pardon, isn't this a bit too sudden? What's wrong? Get your meal and sit down. I suppose that she considers her behavior completely normal. I didn't promise Lena shit. Fine, wait a minute. I'm not sure why, but I accepted the invitation. What if I can learn something new? See, she is such a bookworm. Minute later, I was sitting in front of Zenya with the tray and this simple meal on it. Porridge, 2 eggs, 4 pieces of white bread, a sausage, and a glass of compote. Bon appetit. Thanks. I decided to act as politely as I could, and also eat more neatly, without chomping and spilling crumbs of food or drops of compote. So, what do you want to talk about? Today at the library. I wasn't listening from this point onwards. I immediately recalled Olga Dmitrievna's words about the scheduled events for today. Don't forget. Oh, what? I said, don't forget to visit the library after lunch. What for? Were you even listening? Nope. I admitted honestly. Zenya's face turned red, then appeared green, then took on a soft purple color. So wait, it went red, green, then purple? What, is she like a color palette? How does your face even turn purple normally? Isn't that like lack of oxygen? Today, after lunch, you Nalairi, got a dunce? Dunce? What kind of curse is that? Though a pioneer must never use a curse word, how could I forget this rule? Oh yeah, sure. I apologize. Of course, I'll be there. Actually, I wasn't really planning to go anywhere, but if you want to make someone speak, you need to sacrifice a bit first. By the way, what year is it now? I totally lost count. I decided to play fair. She looked at me perplexedly and answered, "Have you gone completely bananas?" Honestly, that's how I felt for the last few days. Xenia didn't reply. So, what year is it? I smiled kindly. Listen, why don't you visit the infirmary? Will they tell me what year is it there? Oh, certainly, and even more. Xenia stood up and headed to the exit. Wait, you didn't finish your meal. But it looks like she won't turn back. I was finishing chewing on the sausage, which tasted like a twisted pear cable. I wonder if they have internet access here. I guess not. A pioneer sitting at the next table noticed me talking to myself and stared at me. I smiled and waved to him in return. After such a friendly greeting, he, for some reason, left the canteen quickly without finishing his breakfast. Done with the food, it's time to search for some clues. Sometime later, I finally came to the infirmary. I have nothing to do in that place. Though the nurse seemed quite caring, it's better to keep a distance from her, and immensely attractive. Such benevolence is actually quite scary. She may know something, but I just hadn't the courage to enter the infirmary. Moreover, I had no reason to. Not a single one. Immersed in my own thoughts, I didn't notice the nurse, who was standing on the porch. Hi there, pioneer. She came closer. You must be sick. Did you come here for medicine? What's with the music? No, I was just wandering around. Oh, a truant, I see. What does truant mean? But if you're here, I have a serious task for you. I gave her a look of inquiry. The word task made me feel uneasy. It sounded like something inevitable. The nurse smiled spitefully. You both will help me to make an inventory of the supplied medicine, which arrived today. Both? Who are we? Perhaps I misheard. But what word could be confused with both? Hi. Lena emerged from behind the nurse's back. It seems strange that I hadn't noticed her until now. Come here after dinner. I have explained everything to Lena. She will tell you what to do. Medicine, huh? Supplied today? But Olga Dmitrievna told me that no bus would arrive in the next couple of days. So, there were visitors to our camp today? Yes, they arrived from the city this morning. Why are you asking? Just curious. Alright then, pioneer. So tonight after dinner, you'll be here. Maybe Lena was barely noticeable this whole time. Surely she's able to remain invisible like a skilled ninja. I could do it on my own. No way, there are lots of boxes. And a pioneer is always ready. Isn't that so, Pioneer. What's with the... What's with this tension between us two, ma'am? She gazed at me and smiled menacingly. I don't want... This is a menacing smile. This looks more like some flirting to me. Seems like she's flirting. I don't want to spend the whole evening doing something like this, and also I've got more important things to do. But rejecting this request would be really improper. If it wasn't Lena who was standing here, I would definitely think my way out. Olga Dmitrievna did not ask me to help her tonight. Okay, I'll come. There are a lot of choices here, shit! I hate that this game does not give a clear indication of when a choice is about to come, so I can't save right away. Ah, fuck, I could just right click. God damn it, I forgot about that. Damn it. Nice. That's how a true pioneer should answer. Even after these words, I barely came a step closer to the be prepared, always prepared motto. Then, you can go. I looked at Lena, who is still staring at the ground. I guess all that time she spent staring at the ground was enough to learn everything there is to know about the life and habits of different insects. Plus, Lena likes to read, so she probably read many biological, botanical, and so on books. Perhaps she wants to become an entomologist? Haha, hi. Where will you head next? What's up with that face? Lena's words drew me away from the obscure thoughts. We'd be standing at the square for some time, and my speculations about bugs' lives were only an attempt to escape this awkward situation. Though, why did I see it as awkward? Just don't forget, alright? Don't forget what? Well, tonight, after dinner, at the infirmary? Her face got a slightly grumpy look to it. No way, that's impossible. Alright. Right after dinner, I'm at your service. I thought too late. At my words, Lena blushed even harder. I need to find a way to ease this situation. Why did the nurse ask you to do it? I don't know. I was just sitting on the bench and reading a book when she came and... It's smart to ask a reliable person who would never say no. Okay. Well then, after dinner. Okay. I'll be off then. Yes, sure. She walked off somewhere besides the clubs, and I just stood at the square for some time, looking at this statue. So, what's next? I decided to visit my cabin in order to collect my phone. I don't know where I'll find myself today, but having a watch is always useful. Though having a wristwatch is much easier. Suddenly, I heard a different tune, which was cutting through the usual noise of the camp. I listened to it carefully. Sounds like an electric guitar. 3 repeating chords, no more. Song on the title screen. But this melody still felt somehow warm, as if a vacuum tube-based audio amplifier was used. Could there be such a luxury here? The sound was definitely coming from somewhere near the stage area. I wonder who that could be. Who cares? I better keep on looking for answers. I don't give a shit, I'll go take a look. Oh, of course, I should have expected this. Coming to the stage area, I caught sight of Elisa on the stage. The girl was giving it all, With her eyes closed, she placed one of her legs upon the speaker and was swaying her body with the rhythm of the music. I couldn't recognize the melody, but I was pretty sure that I heard it before. Probably something from Soviet rock. I could have named a dozen bands in this genre right off the bat, but I was hardly an expert. The song seems really simple, literally just a 3-chord progression. Probably even I could have played it, given some time to practice. I wonder where Elisa got her playing skills. Do you think from Miku? In the USSR, such music had never been nationally acclaimed. The future rock star wasn't taking any notice of me. It was like she was trying to become one with the music, to resound in every note, in every bar, in every triplet. I like how they had to put the panties near the text, so I had to look at both of them when I read. Rock heroes of the 80s instantly came to my mind. Many of them were devoted to the music in similar way. If she got dressed in something more suitable for that period's fashion instead of her pioneer uniform, no one would notice the difference. Her performance was coming to an end. Picking out the last couple of chords, Elisa finally noticed me. Did you like it? She doesn't seem as surprised as I would have expected. Yeah, that was cool. As if you could do any better. Smiled Elisa slyly. I'm not saying that I can do it better. I'm not a pro in music. No doubt. Yep. I didn't know what to tell her next and was heading on my way. Wait a minute. Ah yes, the tsundere moments. What? Heard about the evening dance party? I thought it was a ball. Ball, dance party, what's the difference? She frowned. Yes, I did. And so what? Are you going to go? After throwing those words, she turned away. I'm not sure. And you? What am I going to do there? Watch a herd of morons? There was some truth in Elisa's words, but this open disrespect surprised me. It's clear that it's not the idea of a ball that she hates. But why? What do you mean by why? Well, why don't you want to come? Dance parties ought to be fun. Do you really think so? Annoyance flashed in her voice. I don't know. But I thought that you would. Never liked them. She interrupted me. There's absolutely nothing to do at such parties. I see. So what's your plan then? I asked, just to keep the conversation going. I'll just carry on practicing. Oh, I mean, that's her. I'll just carry on practicing. God damn it, stop right clicking. What are you practicing? The song, dumbass! You even heard it! Elisa had gone totally mad. A few more wrong questions and I will have to run for my life. Who wrote that song? I did. So, you wrote it by yourself? By myself. Cool. An awkward silence hung in the air. Oh, okay then. Don't you want to listen? Didn't I just hear it? That's not what I meant. She pouted. You're pouting now? The whole song. It's just a jam for now. Ah, come on, do it then. Not right now. Well, don't do it then. I felt uncertain about what she wanted from me. You mean you don't want me to play? Seems like I frustrated her. Wow, what a violent prediction. I got ready for her to smash this guitar on my forehead or something even worse. But there was only an upset expression on Elisa's face. I want to. I told you. Come here tonight then. I'll play it for you. For me? How cute. Tonight is the dance party. You said that you wouldn't go. I didn't say that. Frankly, I didn't want to go, but messing around with Dvace was no good either. What does Dvace mean? Olga Dmitrievna won't like it. Screw her! Said Elisa, getting steamed up. How come? You're not as bad as other people think. I don't know why they're so scared of you. Okay, I'll come. Between shame at the dance party and Dvarchevskaya's mad guitar skills, I'd rather pick the latter. Good boy. She smiled strangely. I was just wondering if the decision I made was the right one before I was interrupted by a ringing, calling the pioneers for lunch, and we were safe right here. Booyah. And that will be it for today, folks. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Not a lot of things happened, but we did get to make a lot of choices so far. So we talked with Xenia. So we have to go to the library after lunch. Then after dinner, we have to go help Lena. And then tonight, I hope after dinner and at night is not the same thing, or else I'm gonna have to either break. Oh no, I don't want to. Oh shit, I don't want to just break Lena's hope or crush Elisa's. Oh shit, game, you better not fuck me up here. This game better not fuck me up here. Evening and tonight is not the same thing, yeah? That is correct, no? That is very correct, no? Ugh. It's the choices bit. Oof. Oof, I'm getting tense. But yeah, guys, that's this episode for today. That's episode 7. Sorry if the upload came a bit slow this time. Usually I upload like on Saturday, which it was yesterday, but there was a lot of stuff happening on Saturday, so I had to come and record it on Sunday instead. So yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you liked it, and leave a comment if you have anything you want me to improve, or just general funny random tidbits of stuff you just want to post at me. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.